traveller, if you please.
I shall not mourn till war is done. I shall not weep while blood still runs. I'll hold my tears when weeping comes. Who shall avenge you, darling one?
A weary paladin strips equipment from the bodies of the dead, singing softly to himself. He looks you up and down, then nods a greeting.
Oh, pity you just arrived. We could have used adventurers like you in that last fight. We're short-handed, deserters, if you can believe that. Abandoned their post and wandered off into the wastelands. Left their friends here to die. It's shameful. We think alike, you and I. See the captain, adventurer. He'll put some work your way.
They beat all those Voidwoken. I'm impressed.
By Lucian's sword, we meet again. Would that circumstances were better here than in Fort Joy, but they're not. Voidwoken lie in wait beyond the bridge.
Please don't step on me. My brother was stomped by that ugly bridge troll. I saw his eyeball pop.
Oh my gods, you're ugly! You turn milk green and a Magister's red coat black. My Mistress Alice might fancy you, though. She has a taste for the odd, if she ever makes it back. The Magisters with the red coats chased her into the woods. They'll be sorry.
Smells of lavender and charred flesh. It's almost homely. Almost. Is that her eye? Did she pluck out her own eye?
Shush, Mabel!
Don't you shush me, Geraldine. I'll talk to whomever I like.
Shh! They're still here.
I know they're still here. My apologies for my idiot friend, but we could really use your help.
You won't believe it. She won't believe it, Mabel. She'll think we're mad cows.
Truth is, kind miss, that we are not, in fact, cows. At least not such.
We're people. Captives, to be exact. Enslaved by the witch. You're not here to visit Alice Elysian, are you?
So will you help us?
She won't help us. Look at her. Can barely help herself. Yes, miss. Please help us. Mabel, she can hear us whispering.
I know, Geraldine, I know. Now shut up. Look, we really do need your assistance.
Just get us something to drink.
What my friend here means to say, kind lady, is that there's a cure for our condition. Alice Elysian has it in her house. If we could drink it, we could regain our former forms, as it were, and steal away.
Don't mention the rats.
For God's sake, Geraldine.
What rats?
They're just ordinary rats. Nothing special or awful about them at all. Wouldn't let them worry you.
The witch ain't here.
What my friend wishes to say is that Alice went into the cloisterwood collecting herbs and hasn't been seen in some time. But that there, just down the way, is her house. She has a frog. You can't miss it. Would you mind awfully procuring for us a small potion that Alice Elysian keeps in her cellar? We'd rather like to, you know, assume our rightful forms and toddle off. Thanks ever so.
Thank the gods.
I humbly thank you. You won't regret it. Don't be disgusting. We hardly know you.
Sure.
Geraldine!
Oh, right, yeah, disgusting. Sorry, better not.
My eyes! My eyes! On account of you being ugly, I mean. Right.
Jonathan.
Jonathan, how long has it been?
Gareth looks to the limp body at his feet, then to you, sword raised. He isn't quite present, but lost in his own tangled thoughts.
I knew I'd see him again. I wish it hadn't been like this. Indeed, yet more than that. His name is Jonathan. He is my friend, or was my friend. I led him here. I felt someone's gaze on me from almost the very moment I stepped foot on the coast. Lucian taught never to ignore augury, and sure enough, I saw the flash of white. I heard the sprigs snapping. Someone was watching, following. I came here and waited. The door swung open and it was him. A face I hadn't seen since I was called to the Seekers. He didn't say a word, just flashed the arrest warrant. Seems he didn't expect the punch. Now I must do as duty requires.
Gareth raises his blade and tightens his grip, but falters. He cannot strike the final blow. Gareth turns his head. He's even further away than before.
I don't know.
Gareth's fingers open and close around his sword's hilt. His breathing slows and his face relaxes, yet his arm remains suspended. Gareth lowers his arm and straightens his spine.
You're right to question me. I know a safe place nearby, away from the creatures of the meadows. I'll take him there. He'll be untouched until he wakes. I pray he remembers what we were, and what we still might be, should Lucian will it.
Pray speak. Maybe the river could be crossed on that. I see a cage. And in it, is that a demon?
In the darkness of the woods, you spot a man overlooking a cage that holds creatures crept from a nightmare. Despite the all-too unsettling nearness of these horrors, he looks poised, regal even, and wholly at ease.
Go on. Step in from the shadows. Let's have a look at the wanderer lost in the woods. There is much weakness in the revelation. What upper hand you had, you've lost.
He eyes you with a sudden intensity, makes you feel like a weight upon a scale, balanced against an unknown measure.
I stand corrected. It is in the revelation that you show your upper hand.
He sighs, contentedly it seems, darts his eyes to the demons, then back to you.
The roads are rather dusty today, aren't they, Godwoken? May I offer you anything to drink? Because you look so very thirsty. Oh, not for wine or water, but for source.
He pours a glass of wine from a bottle in his greatcoat and drinks it down in one voracious gulp.
To your very good health, I'm sure. Now then, please allow me to introduce myself. I am Jehan. Above all, I am a demon hunter. Underneath it all, I am what those with a flair for hyperbole call a master of the source. Of course you are. That is what Godwoken do. The answer to your next question, by the by, is yes. I will teach you, if you do something for me first. Quid pro quo, I'm afraid. A tad vulgar of me, that much I admit. But needs must when the demon drives. It will come as no surprise, I suppose, that it is a demon that drives me to seek your benevolence. I've been hunting him for a long time, and Now I've managed to track him down to the island over yonder.
He points towards the northeast. You see nothing in that direction but grey water and a thick mist in which ghoulish shapes seem to form and fade.
I know it's there. My caged guests have confirmed as much. But to my great frustration, I cannot reach my goal. Death fog surrounds the island, and through death fog even I cannot pass. That is where you come in. The answer is no less prosaic than for it to die, I'm afraid. But trust me, the death of one will deliver the souls of very many. Consider it a test. Kill the demon, and I will be your teacher. Then let me shake your hand and describe your target. The demon's guise, or vessel, one can't be quite certain, is that of a lizard known only as the Advocate. Like all of his ilk, he is kind, he is charming. He will offer you what you desire most at seemingly no cost at all. There is no such thing as no cost at all. My advice is to strike before he even has a chance to speak. But should you choose to disregard me, should you allow him to parley, all you have to do is say no. Above all else, remember that. Death fog obscures any approach and hangs thick over the collapsed bridge that led to the isle from the driftwood. There is more than the mist alone there, though. Magic that evades my eyes. I also spotted a sloop further down the shoreline. But of course, a quiet afternoon's boating trip will be quite ruined once one hits death fog-shrouded waters. That is to say, no living thing would survive such a trip. It is a place of irony, if you will. Once the site of an academy dedicated to the art of demon hunting, now the remnant of a dream. Rumor has it an exorcism went wrong there long ago, and for a short time a great demon stood unopposed. Had it not been for Dr. Deva, the entirety of Reaper's Coast could have looked like Blood Moon Island looks today. He contained the demon and its blood spawn to the doomed shores of the isle, surrounded it with death fog, and never looked back. I met him once, during a soirée in Arx. Quite the eccentric is Dr. Deva. But then again,
he looks you up and down.
Aren't we all?
He smiles, like one would at a child, asking about the birds and the bees.
I know because I've known others like you. Those whose fates are chained, for better or for worse, to that of the gods themselves. I have battled the foe of foes, and conquered it. For a while. I have sat in perfumed gardens with the source herself, drank life from her very lips. I have seen well over 2,000 springs, and will continue to do so until time itself closes its weary eyes. Trust me, I know what you are. and what you can be. May you wander in wisdom.
By the hazing of the shade, I'll kill your shining lights! I'll kill your shining lights! Trouble? Trouble? Bubbling skin and burn. Oh, baby, oh, darling, I'm so sorry. You feel it. You feel it too. Come to me, and I'll kill your shining lights. Bubbling skin and burning knuckle. I'll kill your shining lights.
see a cage. And in it, is that a demon?